Yo, what's going on, zombie enthusiasts, and welcome back to the channel. And like always, I got an updated zombie deck profile for y'all. And before getting a deck profile, just a quick shout out, please leave a like and subscribe. If you clicked on this video, probably like zombies, so why not subscribe, because that's all I post. And without skipping a beat, let's get into it. Starting with 2 Unizombie. For those who watched my previous deck profile, they know I only played 1. Now I went back to 2 for the reasons I'm gonna explain later on. 2 Mizukis. You could play 3 if you feel brave and you're running a milling focus build with like Ishizus and stuff. But for this build, I prefer running just 2. Since I'm focusing on more specific meals at one time. The 1 Doom King, you need to play it, it's your boss monster. You could bump it up to 2 if you fear your opponents running Bestials or Diddy Crow. But I'm feeling brave, so I'm only playing 1. The 1 Spirit Dao, amazing extender and key card in our Ghost Fusion lines. Just 1 Banshee. Only need 1 because the sleeper now can just recur Banshee in the next turn, so we just need 1. Speaking about it, the 1 sleeper, there's no more Ghost Wyvern. Instead of that, I just went for an extra Unizombie. You're gonna see that soon. But sleeper is mandatory, you just need 1 to search the 1 of Ghost Fusion. And the reason why I'm not playing Wyvern anymore, because Wyvern is focused on being normal summoned, is because I'm running adventure package with 3 water enchantress. Instead of playing 3 water enchantress, you could play 2 2 of her and then 3 right. But personally I just run 3 because the level 3, it's sometimes you wanna summon it, because Immortal is a generic synchro 6, so playing all these 3s really helps to synchro into it. And just the 1 Griffin Rider, again for the adventure. This is why we're not playing Wyvern anymore, because you need the normal effect of Wyvern to search the Ghost Fusion and whatnot, and you know that's not possible if you play adventure. Also the reason why there are only 2 Unizombies instead of 3. Most of the time you're gonna special the Unizombie from the grave with a Mizuki or a meal from a vampire, the zombie vampire. But most of the time you just need a summon to get the adventure line going. And now for 2 more cards, playing 1 Dasher and 1 Celestial. And I'm also running a DP package in this bad boy, all the engines. I apologize for all of you that like to keep zombies as pure as possible. I'm just shoving all the engines into my build for now and see how good it goes. With speaking about that, I will probably take this to an event and I will update you all on how I did. More level 3s, Psychic Wheeler and his friend the Psychic Tracker. They can be special summoned of Italy. And not only that, they special summon themselves if you control level 3. Like a Unizombie, Sleeper, or Water Enchantress. Wheeler is really good because he's a tuner. And Wheeler plus the Water Enchantress or Sleeper makes Immortal. Same for Unizombie and Tracker, also makes Immortal. And later on, another level 3, that being the Xiamin from our P.U.N.K lineup. With our 3 Foxy Tune. We need access to Xiamin as much as possible to pay the life points, so our Ghost Fusion goes through. So just running as many ways as possible to get into the Xiamin. Speaking about more the rest of our punks, is 1 Deer Note and 1 Xiamin. I'm only running 1 because I don't want to draw multiples of her. If you normal summon, Zamin is not that good because it interferes with Adventure Engine. So just playing one to special it from a Foxy Tune or an Italy. You could also run one. You could cut other stuff in the deck or play 41 cards, so you can run Ogre Dance. Yeah, that was how the card was called. For even more ways, if you wanna if you wanna play more punks. And now into our spells. We talked about this a while. Italy. I'm running 3. It's why not run 3? It's not once per turn, and there are so many psychics in this build. It's just why not play them all. And then 3 Fusion Destiny for our Destiny Hero package. And then for board breaking, I'm running 3 Droplet. Now that the Rise Art is not in the format, the graveyard is free, so Droplet, unless we get Shifter, that is. Droplet is free to go. Easy board break, gets your cards in the grave. If you draw Mizuki or Sleeper or Enchantress, they are free discards to break boards. Also, it comes quite handy to set Droplet, and sometimes in my playtesting, it saved me a few times to decrease to half that attack of my opponent's monsters. Sometimes they would think they could run over Doom King. They just summon summon a big guy that's over 2000, then they want to attack into Doom King, so I don't have any interruptions. But Droplet can half the attack, so most of the time Doom King just leaves. And yeah, other stuff, but mainly for board breaking. Also, speaking about board breaking, 2 Super Poly. Only running 2 because 3 can get breaky. Since I'm already running 3 Droplets, I can't really have the space for 3 Super Polys. But I'm running 1 in the side in case I'm facing a deck that really loses to a Super Poly, like good Super Poly. At the moment, there aren't really many decks that lose to Super Poly, hence why I'm only playing 2 in the main. Next up, just the 2 right for our adventure. Now even more adventure spells into our Fateful Adventure, and the 1 Draco back. Self-explanatory, you just need them for the adventure line. 2 Zombie Worlds. Not running 3 anymore, because probably by the time you need the 3rd one and this current meta and stuff, you're either gonna lose or win. So you don't really need to run 3. Also, one Banshee with 2 Zombie Worlds is really good, because that means also if you draw Zombie World, you still have Banshee active. So 1-2, it's a good ratio. But again, just running 2 because you're gonna activate the first one in your first turn, and then you can use Ghost Sleeper to recycle Banshee and activate the second one if it gets hit from the field. And just the 1 Foolish Burial. The self-explanatory, you need all your cards in the grave. And to wrap our main deck up with the 1 Ghost Fusion. I've seen some people play 2. I would be really surprised if someone played 3. I don't think it's good. Playing 2 is too much. Since Ghost Fusion can be quite bricky, it's easy to search anyway. And most of the time you're only gonna activate it once. You don't really need a second activation of Ghost Fusion in the grind, because you got Doom King for the grind and all of your other cards. So just run 1, especially because there's a life point restriction. You need your life points lower than your opponent, so going first. If you draw 1 and your hand, you have no access to Zamin stuff to play life points, isn't that good? Especially if you're playing a more pure version, don't run 2, just run with a 1. Because you wouldn't even have the punks to help you pay life points in a more pure build. Okay, so with the main deck out of the way, let's get into the extra. The one sucker like always for the draw power. Sometimes if you have to focus a tune into Zami to pay life points, sometimes we don't get our fancy Ghost Fusion combo off, or we get Ghost Fusion in a weird way, where you cannot summon Garura going to batteries and whatnot. I'm gonna show you guys in the test sense, so stay tuned for that. If you want to see all the lines and stuff, I'm gonna upload the next video is gonna be a test sense with this deck, so I can show you all the lines and whatnot. Yeah, because sometimes you want to go into sucker, and sometimes you do want to go into avant-garde saver, especially when going second. Helps break boards, most of the time puts a Doom King in the grave. And since we're running so many level 3s, I'm playing Cherbini to Foolish another level 3, and again it's so easy to summon because it's just 2 level 3s. And for the XCs, I'm playing one Zombie Vampire. Sometimes in our P.U.N.K line you can easily go into Zombie Vampire, or a Doom King plus a level 8 can go into Zombie Vampire. Meal and special one. One Beatrice, key card in the Ghost Fusion combo. And one Levier. Again, since we're playing so many level 3s, I'm running one Levier to recycle back the Mizukis and the Banshees. And now, since it's really mainly a synchro focused build, I'm running a bunch of synchros, one of them being Punisher. Again, this card really steals games, so why not play it? Amazing in the grind and going second. If Doom King, keep in mind that Doom King would always special summon itself during the standby if it's not on the field. And Doom King plus Unizombie or Wheeler makes Punisher. So you basically have Punisher online all the time. Also, the P.U.N.K cards make it so much easier to get into Punisher. And if you summon it with a Wheeler, you get a free pop basically, because Punisher has so much stack. You basically guarantee to pop any monster on the field. If you summon it with Wheeler, that is. Playing one Baron, amazing, the best level 8 level 10 in my opinion. We can easily make a level 8s and 10s, not all the time. Omega is a really good card that rips one of your opponent, and not to mention you just keep recurring cards like Mizuki back to the grave. Another level 8. I do need to work on the ratios with the extra deck. That's something I really need to work on. But for now I'm running one Felgrand as a really good level 8 when going second. This could also be Draco Berserker of the Tenny and whatnot. One Jam Dragon Drive for our P.U.N.K line. And then the one Immortal. Immortal really surprised me with the Ghost Fusion and everything. Immortal became the key synchro you always go for. Its effect to send and modulate his level is just too good. And for the fusion, playing one DP for since we got a DP package running on. One Nether Soul Dragon to make Super Poly crazy, and then one Garura, either for Ghost Fusion or for Super Poly. If you use Garura for Super Poly, that's fine, because you got Draco Necro for the Ghost Fusion. That's pretty self-explanatory. So let's go in the side. Again, side decking is mainly depending on your locals and whatnot, but I'm gonna give you some insight on my side decking. I'm running 3 Neeb in the side. This could also be 3 Bestials or Diddy Crows. They're really good this format, but for my locals I feel like Neeb is just too good to pass on. And then one Illegal Knight, since we're running venture package, we can't really side out the entire package. So just playing one illegal knight in the side-to-side offer Griffin when going second. 3 powerful spells, that being the books. I got a bunch of pearly players on my locals, so Books of Eclipse is mandatory. It did divide me. I do want to play the regular book, not so much the Book of Lunar Eclipse, because sometimes pearly players only land on 1 U.R.A, so Eclipse isn't that good. Because if you play the regular book is also good when going first to interrupt the normal summon, like some decks out there just lose to their normal summon being booked, or like their key card being booked. Unlike, because if you play Book of Lunar Eclipse, you're also gonna flip your own monsters face down, and that's not that great. But yeah, for now I'm just drawing the Book of Eclipse. Also, you can get ashed. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Running more powerful spells. The 3 Cosmic Cyclones for back row hate. There are back row decks out there, quite strong, so Cosmic Cyclone should deal with them. Also, pays you 1000 life points, which is really good, because that means you don't need to go necessarily into your Zamin just to pay life points and stuff. For Ghost Fusion, you got Ghost Fusion online as soon as you activate a Cyclone. This can also be, in the next format or so, Unending Nightmare. That's a heads up. That could be a really naughty card. And for more back row hate, the 1 Duster. And for going second, just 1 Super Poly. Just 1 more Super Poly. So if you play against a deck that loses to Super Poly really hard, playing 3 comes in handy. So just 1 mainly to swap out the ratios between it and Droplet. You can play 2 Droplet and 3 Super Poly, or depends what you want, and then just the 3 D-Barrier. D-Barrier against a crack card. Going second, if you draw it against some decks, you just auto skip their turn. So why not play D-Barrier? And basically all my deck profiles end with a D-Barrier. And with that said, this is the end. And if you got it so far, you're too Chad, and I will see you in the test hands. Casus, signing out.